trying to say was that, when we first got out of slavery, they had, in 1866, they had black codes. Slavery was the black code. So the black codes were designed to put the black man back into slavery. So a lot of black people looked at work at that time, doing free slaves, as a form of punishment, because that was their reality. You take 250 years, you're forced to work. So you look at that as punishment, right? So that's what he was saying. But Dr. Ben, the color, he talked about, the different names and different terminology. He said Africa original name was Octobula, and we got to begin to go back to the roots. Mr. Farrakhan also said in order to know what is, you must know what was. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was Elijah Muhammad said, out of all things, history is best according to the word all study. So once we go back at the time and we begin to extrapolate that wisdom from our ancient forefathers, as Honorable Noble Ali likes to say, and we study our higher self and our lower self, and we understand that the higher self by the mother of virtue, the harmony life being justice, mercy, love, right? And if the hatred self being hatred, slander, losing, murder, theft, and everything to harm, then we can get ourselves out of the condition. See, the thought was the cause of it all. See, without a foe, a soldier never knows strength. Everything that's happened to us is happening for a reason. There is no accident or coincidence. It's happening for brothers like yourself to redeem us. You're a redeemer. You're a great redeemer. You're going to redeem a lot of people through this show. And what you're doing, you're using your wisdom and knowledge and understanding to go back and to regurgitate to your audience. And that's what we have to do. You got to be well read. You got to study to show yourself approved. If you don't study, if you don't know your ancient profile, you don't know who the Egyptians were, if you don't know that the original Bible, we said that you read the Bible. The original Bible was written on papyrus paper. But right now, they're in Berlin in a museum called the Berlin Museum. You know what they call that? The Rhineland papers, because an expeditionist went over there into Egypt. He got the original transcript, and he took it and put them in the museum, and he got the name. A lot of those Egyptian statues and stuff that were stolen from our ancient, to the first and second dynasty from Imhotep, and all this, and all these different eras of time. I go into it, I'm just going to be brief because I know you can't, it's too deep to go back.
Say what you got to say.
No, but what I'm saying, those eras, those things are the factors. First of all, studying yourself. Prophet Noble John said, if you actually were to study, I would say yourself, and you were well studied. He said, you actually were to study nothing, I would say yourself. You know what I mean? And he says self because you got true self. You got a higher self and a lower self.
Yes.
Man is the truth and falsehood strangely mixed. See, if the truth went for a swim, the truth don't change or pass away. And it was swimming and it saw a great river. It jumped in the river. And falsehood came up on the scene. The falsehood put on truth clothes and fled the scene. When truth get out the water, go and go say, what you gonna do now, truth? He said, I'm just gonna be the next truth. See, the truth don't change. You talk about Jemai Vesey, Gabriel Potts, you talk about John Hoyt, you talk about Nat Turner, great revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Huey Newton, you talk about Elvis Cleveland, you talk about Malcolm X, you talk about Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, all of the greats. Martin Luther King, he was a revolutionary too. So, all of these things we have to understand. We got to understand COINTELPRO Pro. We got to understand how do we get this position. We got to realize what Brother Wesley Muhammad talked about when he talked about counterinsurgency drugs. They said they gave the Panthers heroin. Tupac Mama was on heroin. Huey Newton was on heroin. Where did he do that at? You know what I mean? A lot of those brothers, the mayor up in Washington D.C. smoking crack live on TV. Where did he do that at?